Hello friends and welcome to Automove India. Hope you all are safe and fine at your home. Even I am at my home because it's lockdown here and you might be thinking, why am I showing you all these cars over here, right? It's because today I am going to tell you about internal combustion engine and electric cars. I am going to tell you more about electric cars, that is what is an EV or what is its range. And now let's start with this. This is a Maruti Suzuki Celerio which is around 5 to 6 years old, somewhere between 4 to 6 years old, and it's running good, very well. And here comes the next Maruti Suzuki Swift. It has one of the best engines of Maruti, and at last, not least, here is the Tata Indigo CS, which is 12 years old, and even it's doing fine with the TDI engine. So here I have with me my neighbor Vijay uncle, who is the owner of this Maruti Swift. And how do you feel about your car?
I think this hatchback Swift is very comfortable for a normal family, medium family, and it's very good mileage, giving about 20 to 21 kilometer. Sometimes it gets around 22 mileage in the highway roads. So I think it is good for the normal family.
Since how many years are you using this car?
Well, I'm using this since 2010 November, and still is good condition, and mileage is good. Uh, I think it's good for a medium family. This Maruti Swift hatchback.
So, what do you think about electric cars?
I think I'm not comfortable with the electrical car because main problem is charging formalities. We don't have that much outlets in the roads, and I think this normal car is good for everyone. Thank you, Rishan.
Okay, thank you. Looks beautiful, isn't it? This is a small garden inside the compound of a house. Yesterday, that is last night, it rained really heavily, so all the plants have been wet. We have all the vegetables and fruits. Anyways, coming back to the video. In this video, I'm not going to do the review of those three cars because I've already done a review on it. You can visit my channel to watch the same. And in this video, I am going to tell you about electric cars or EVs. Will it be feasible? Will it work out in India? What are EVs? What are the range? What are its pros and cons? So let's move further into the video. Firstly, let me name a few EVs that are available in the Indian market. The Tata Nexon EV, the MG ZS EV, the Mercedes-Benz EQC, the Hyundai Kona, and the upcoming Tesla. All the Tesla models. It has recently come to India but not yet launched a car. And let's start off with by what is an EV. An EV or an electric car is a car that is propelled by one or more electric motors and by using the electricity stored in their rechargeable batteries. How does it work? It uses the electricity that is stored in their rechargeable batteries, which powers the electric motor, and that therefore turns the wheels, and the wheel turns or the vehicle moves. Then comes the types of EVs. There are three main types of EVs. It is also available in India, that is plug-in electric, a hybrid electric, and a plug-in hybrid. We'll start off with plug-in electric first. It is a fully electric car that runs only on electric power and gets the electricity or the electric power to run the vehicle from the outlets or the power outlets. Second, hybrid electric. It is a car that runs on both petrol as well as diesel power, and it also has a rechargeable battery which gets the power by regenerative braking. So in that vehicle you can opt for both petrol or electric vehicle. Now comes the plug-in hybrid. That is, it is a car that runs on both fuel as well as electric power, and it can be recharged using a power outlet, whereas the hybrid can be charged only through regenerative braking, but the plug-in hybrid can be charged through electric outlets. And here we have this hibiscus plant which really looks awesome. and I guess that is another type of the same plant. Isn't it superb looking? Wow, what a beauty, right? So coming back to the video, now comes the inner parts or the main parts of an EV. It has main thing, that is the battery, an onboard charger, a power inverter, electric motor which turns the wheels, and a power inverter. So these are the main things that is in an EV, inside an EV. Rest are technology. I'm not going so deep inside. I'm just going for the outline. Now comes the range of the electric cars. So the range depends on the vehicle. Each car have a different battery size, different range, and completely depends on the vehicle actually. Let me sit over here and we'll talk about the pros and cons of the electric cars now. Starting with the pros, it has low maintenance, low running cost, low emissions, that is completely zero emissions, and high performance compared to ICE cars or internal combustion engine cars. Now let's talk about the cons of those electric cars. That is, firstly, it has less range, few charging stations, the cars are expensive, and it takes more time to recharge compared to normal regular cars or ICE cars. So these are just a few cons. Now let's talk practically more about these electric cars, right? Electric cars have more disadvantages than advantages. Now let's think practical and talk more about it. Suppose we'll take an example, that is, if I want to travel from Mumbai to Cochin, the distance is almost more than 1500 kilometers, and the cars offer a range of around 400 kilometers only, but the company claims it gives more. But in real life, it gives only around 400 or 450 or lesser than that. So if I am coming through any ghat section or highway, there is no charging station there, and suppose if my charge gets over, what will I do, especially at night? Is there any charging stations? No. And when you go to these forest areas, they tell us to cross this area within this time, and suppose if you get stuck in the middle of that forest, what will you do? And there are mobile charging stations, but a very few number. I haven't seen one in my life till now. So it has to come up in n number of mobile charging stations. So if I get stuck, what will I do? There are no charging stations. And if it is a regular car, like a petrol or diesel car, I can carry the fuel in a can. But if it is an electric car now, how can I carry electricity in a can? I can't, right? So that's all. You get stuck and yeah, khatam. That is the problem with the range of these cars. Next comes the battery. Of course, when you buy the vehicle, the company gives you a warranty or guarantee or whatever on the battery of the vehicle, right? And suppose while you are traveling to some remote area or village kind of place, and there you get stuck, that is something wrong happens with the battery, and the vehicle also will obviously get shut down, because the battery is the main thing of an electric car, right? And when you call this company, sometimes they don't even pick the call, and when you call the tow vehicle, the first thing that the tow guy tells is the price, the cost of towing and delivering the vehicle to the service station. If you agree to the cost, only then the guy comes to tow the vehicle. And second, the authorized service station. Sometimes you don't have the spare parts and you have to wait for weeks or months or whatever, because even we have the experience of the same, and you don't expect to wait for so long, right? You want the car as fast as you can, so we can't wait for that. So the company has to really think on this. The battery is the main thing of an electric car, so really think more and more on this. So let me introduce this child over here, this cutie over here. She is my neighbor, Alana, and say hi. Hi. So even she is going to join me for the video. Now let's continue our video. Now let's talk about the main thing, that is the expense of the vehicle. So the cars nowadays, the electric cars in our Indian market cost very high. Let me name a few, that is For example, the MG ZS EV, it cost really high. That is, on road, it costs around 26 lakhs. And do you think it is worth? People who bought it, do you think it is worth? Well, I don't think it is worth. And it offers only a range of around 400 kilometers. And not only this MG ZS EV, all the other electric cars that are available in the Indian market cost very high. And manufacturers and the genius who are behind it, you people have to really think on it and give an answer, because only you are the people who develop these cars, right? So please think on this, the expense. Normal people can't afford these kind of really costly cars. Even the upcoming brands in India, the electric cars, they also cost very high. Definitely electric cars are the best because they have low running cost, low emission, that is zero emissions compared to normal regular cars, fuel cars. So it makes a best choice, but they have so many disadvantages which makes them a bad choice actually compared to regular cars. So the car makers or the manufacturers have to make a cars in such a way that even a common man can afford it, and it should be feasible. And suppose the electricity charges while charging at your home, it may cost really high. At a common man's house, it may cost, the bill may be somewhere around 600 to 1000, but after you charge this, it may cost thousands of rupees. So we can't afford that really, not us but a normal common man. So we have to come up with a solution. As you have seen so many disadvantages, I have a small suggestion from my side. Let's go back to the time. In the olden times, when in the cycles they used to keep a headlight in the front, right? So in order to glow that, there was a small thing called a dynamo, which when there was a lever which when pressed connects to the rear wheel of the cycle, and therefore the dynamo rotates and electricity is produced and the bulb or the headlight glows. So why can't they make a technology that is something similar to this, but in this case, in the car's case, the electricity should be produced and it should be stored in the battery. Why can't they produce this? All the expertise and the car manufacturers, all the genius should think about this, so it can be feasible for a common man. I don't know, but this came into my mind after seeing all those things, and this is a small suggestion from my side. I think I am too young to tell this, but I think this is only the feasible way or an option for the electric cars. Definitely electric cars are worth the best. We expect electric cars to come into the market because it has low running costs, less maintenance, high performance, etc. compared to regular cars. And main thing, zero emissions, right? That is the one. So all the expertise genius should think about this in such a way that it will be feasible for everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Then it should be feasible for even a common man. All of them should afford. They should think in such a way. So that is a small suggestion and a small video from my side. If you like it, make sure to click the like button, and if you new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button. Also click the bell icon to stay tuned for all my upcoming video. So till then, stay safe at your home, wear a helmet while riding a bike, also wear a seat belt while driving a car, also wear mask while you go out, and don't step out of your house until and unless it's necessary to go so. So till then, goodbye, stay safe, tell bye. Bye.